Everybody. Okay, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us here today. And again, my name is Jeff Demery. Just a little bit about myself. I mean, I guess first of all, hopefully you guys know Carlos a little bit since you guys do our iFabulous school. But as you probably hopefully know, is when Carlos created iFabulous Salon Success, he did it by researching a lot of salons as well as schools and trying to have an opportunity to bridge the gap between the two. And then that's where I kind of came in. I met Carlos and he showed me his program, and I've been a salon owner. My wife and I have been a salon owners for 13 years, so here in Indianapolis, Indiana. So just kind of the principles of what Carlos is giving really resonated with my wife and I, because basically our business model is we hire students generally right out of beauty school or within the definitely within the first year that they're in the industry. And the reason we do that is, they're ready, they got that twinkle in their eye, and to train them and get them going and everything. Um, so basically what that basically means is for us is different schools have different levels of preparedness, and one of the things that it seemed like was always kind of dropping the ball was maybe the professionalism part, the marketing part, just like them ready to go when they were getting out of school. And so when I saw iFabulous and we kind of went through it with Carlos and saw all those kind of things going on that he was doing at iFabulous, it was just kind of a great program. So we showed it to a couple kids that were working for us that had just started and got them started, and just kind of this digestible information that can help them improve their career. And I just really think it's something that the beauty schools around the country don't really offer, especially, I guess, just kind of the research now working with Carlos and talking to different beauty schools around the country. I mean, I've always talked to local ones, and, part of what I've done in local schools is go in and work with them on helping the kids develop just these type of skills before I met Carlos. And then now, obviously we're trying to do it at a much more effective level where kids can go online. And that's kind of the next step here. Going to get into the demo just a second, but basically you guys have the DVDs, and that's the original iteration of iFabulous Salon Success. And then what Carlos and I have worked together to do is get it where you can do it online. So basically, let me see. Sorry, here I'm trying to get my screen share up, and I'll show you the demo here. That's not the right one. Hang on just a second. Sorry. Screen share. There it is. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that's not it either. Let me get a window up and see what's going on here. File. Thank you very much for your patience here. I'm sorry these things don't always go perfectly, but here we are. Now we can do it. Screen share. There we go. So here's just the example of what'll happen here. So basically, here's how it works. Here's just a regular browser. So whatever internet browser the kids are using, we'll kind of get into that a little more. They'll see that, and then they'll just go in, and I'm not sure if you can see the address bar, but they would go in and type in iFab login. So basically what comes up is the login area, and just kind of your typical login area. They type in their username, whichever that is, designated. And this is just a test. So I just put in test one and then put my password in. And then there's an option there if they do happen to lose their password, etc., they're able to retrieve it. And then what'll happen, they've logged in. So as a new student just logging into the program, hopefully you're familiar with it and know that you have Salon Essentials as the first part, personal branding, and then Salon social media. So a kid would log in, a student, I should say, not necessarily a kid. I have a bad habit of calling them kids. But anyway, we go to Salon Essentials, number one here. And then what'll happen is they click in and it welcomes them to the first part of their training and their roadmap to success for Salon Essentials. And then if you scroll down here, there's just a little intro. And then the first section being Salon Essentials, you'll see all the different categories within it, or we call them modules. So there's a lot of things that are covered that they need to know when they get out into the salon world. So what they'll want to do now is just click on the very first button here to get started. And then after we get started here, it takes the first step, which is salon professionalism. And you can see basically on this very first step, you'll notice here at the top, we have the salon essentials video, the first video that they'll need to watch. So what happens is they click on the box here, and then it opens up the window. And then when the window opens up, we look at the video. And so you'll click here and the video will start playing. And there's Darlene explaining the video. And then hit that and plays that. And then you'll also see as you go through, and I'll show you a couple different ones here to get an idea. Then also initially, this is the first page. So what you'll want to do is click here on a download. So each different module have different downloads, whether it be video or a PDF. So this first activity is we're asking the students to complete a Salon Success personal checklist. So we click on that, and then there's the checklist, and they just print that out. And then they'll go through and they'll kind of give themselves a value from 1 to 10 to each one as they fill it out. And then also, this is for each section. We have the Salon Essentials grading sheet for this particular section. So I'll just click on that so you can see that as well. And basically what that shows you is just the different grading sheets. So they'll take it to the way it's broken down into the different modules. There's 20 different modules in this particular section, Salon Essentials, this particular course. So basically what happens when they complete each section of the course, they'll go to their educator, and their educator will give them a check off that they have completed that course, and that allows them to go to the next module. And they'll keep that grading sheet with them throughout the entire course. So that way, as the school, you know that the kids are completing the checklist and completing what they need to do to complete iFabulous Salon Success. And then you'll see here you can click next module anywhere. And then the next one comes up, which is assisting. And you can kind of scroll through here and see the different ones. But let's just say we stop here at shampoo. And again, it's you click the video, they'll hit play. Now, these videos are all taken from the DVDs themselves, but they're just broken down into bite-sized chunks, which makes it much easier for the students to learn and kind of go back to it much easier. And it's organized in that way. But every iFabulous concept engages the learner visually through the video, and then in writing through insights, and finally with a learning exercise or activity. So it's just good structure for the students. So basically what happens is you watch a video, you study the additional insights, as you see underneath like salon comments. So there's different exercises that are in different modules. Then you complete the learning activity, and then you get an instructor check, and then you go to the next thing. So it works really well that way. Works very, very well that way. And then just kind of showing you the navigation on the left hand side, you can always click previous or next module, and then there's the progress bar here on the left that tells them how far along they are to completion of this particular section. So 10% complete so far. And then if they want to move around within the particular section, they're able to do that with the table of contents. So just showing you that here. The table of contents, you can see they could go anywhere they need to do. And then if they need to download their checklist or their grading sheet again, they can just click here and are able to do that. So we just want to make it real easy wherever they are to do that. And then one very important thing that we think is a really nice thing for the schools and the students is if you notice here, if I make this screen smaller, that's what it would look like on the student's smartphone. So it is designed for students to be able to use it on their smartphone, because we just feel like that's obviously something the kids are constantly working with and doing, and for good and bad, I guess, or texting or whatever. But we just want to give that opportunity where kids go into the school, and if a computer's not available or whatever, but maybe they're in between clients and they're on the floor or something, they can get on their smartphone and complete a module, watch a video, or so it makes it real nice. And then, the way the screens are, I'm just kind of slowly scrolling out here, but depending on what size screen they have, it's always going to fit on the screen. And that's just part of it that we really think is valuable. And then just kind of showing a little bit, like there's a grading sheet. Like the thing to know about Salon Essentials is it is kind of the hard skills. And all of these skills that we've talk about in iFabulous Salon Success is just from Carlos's research or iFabulous's research, talking with the salons, what the salons are looking for when kids are getting out of beauty school. So you have the Salon Essentials, which talks more about the hard skills and timing and things like that. And then the next one would be personal branding. And personal branding is more soft skills, and you can see kind of on image and offline and online marketing, the elevator speech, how to hand out business cards effectively, the business challenge, what to promote, and use the commercial. So it's a personal branding, and then you click in that area, and then there's a grading sheet for that section as well. And that section's grading sheet, just to show you here, is just a little bit different. It's more about the minimal, the average, the above average, and the extraordinary in these different topics. So it gives the kids some honest feedback from the instructors on how well they think they're doing. And then the final one, and this is just kind of integrating all the different things that are they've kind of taught through the end. And then social media, we get to the end here. And this is where you put the personal branding information they've created into action with both online and offline promotion. So the student is taught to create a Facebook business page and then to begin building and communicating to a client base for eventual transition to the salon. And this is something they can do while they're still in beauty school and get a clientele. Some of the different schools that have been signed up with iFabulous, as we've had conversations with them over time, they're always impressed, with the kids that are actually able using social media, and they're booked all the time. And so it's something that starts with schools to help school revenues, but more importantly, I guess, for the student is when they get out long term, they're going to have these skills. And again, you create like the salon project, how to do a Facebook personal page, Facebook business page, the perfect post, finding clients and things like that. And then relative to social media, to helping them market themselves, and then just kind of clicking in here and then just showing the grading sheet again. I'm just trying to point out all these different the 3 different grading sheets for the 3 different sections. So then it's kind of the same thing, the salon project, and then they show that to their educator, and then they'll see how they do minimal, average, above average, or extraordinary. And when I got off this here, Carlos can answer some questions about that as well, like his intentions for those things. But again, that is how iFabulous Salon Success works online. And then let me just show you one other thing here, and then we can get off this demo here, I think. Let me hit the screen share. And here's what we're proposing. You are a current iFabulous Salon Success school. So you already have the program. So basically the way we're rolling this out is we are charging $89 per student to enroll into the course. And that includes the Salon Essentials video, the personal branding videos, salon social media videos, and then the interactive workbook that I showed you here. And then also coming in January 2015, the owner's manual, which is a really exciting way to integrate all of these things into it. And then what we're offering the schools is there's a member school pricing. So basically there's a membership fee of $99 a month that you pay every month. And that's the only monthly fee is the $99. And then that'll give you options on discounted prices, phone and email support, and then we're going to have live webinars on a monthly basis for the students and the educators to get on and trade information and learn new concepts, et cetera. Then also audio podcasts. And then again, if you are a member school, we go 12 or less subscriptions. If you only buy 12 or less per month, it's $79, a one-time fee per student. Then if you're somewhere between $13.99 and $69 and so on and so forth, here $59, and then 200 or more, it's only $49 per student. So that's how that pricing structure works. But what we're offering you today is we want to learn more about the program as far as how students interact with it online, how the educators interact. So what we're hopeful that you would want to do is go ahead and sign up students for free for the month of November. And then when we get to the end of November, then we can evaluate what your feelings are about the program, and then we could start talking about getting into the monthly membership as well as the subscriptions going forward. But again, just since we're just rolling it out, actually the big rollout's January 1st, 2015. But in the meantime, we're offering our core member schools this opportunity to go ahead and get their kids signed up for free and let them utilize the program for the month of November for free, and then kind of go from there and get feedback from you, and just actually see what you guys think of the program, and how it works, and things like that. So that's the end of the broadcast here as far as online. So once you get to this point, please get back on the phone, and then we can go from there. And thank you very much.